Out for no heat. Customer advised temperature was not blowing warm over New Year's Eve. Called for 5 pounds, about 8 ounces in, about 45 psi. Something's going on. It's the only way to know if you're leaking or not. You can't just add refrigerant to these things. You got to remove the charge, weigh it out, and match it to whatever specs are required for this system. So, yep, another episode of No Heat. All right, we're going to be pressure testing. I'm going to use a little bit of 410A, and there's a tracer just in case I need to use my electronic detector. Let's bump it up to like 400 psi. We'll start with about 200 here. .2. We'll test tightness. We'll get some bubbles. We'll see what we got. I don't really see anything on these flares here. We'll go check the air handler upstairs. All right, I just sprayed this one. I just cut this one right here, and look, I got a bunch of oil. I think I found our culprit right here. There it is. She's a leaker. So yeah, definitely got to pressure test these systems. That way you know exactly where they're leaking from. You can't just add refrigerant. We see that often with these things, but we'll go ahead and put a new flare on this thing and we'll call it a day. So not only did we verify the leak upstairs, but we also can verify it here on the manifold. We're continuously dropping. So we'll go ahead and release this pressure now. Go fix that flare. All right, let's check this out. Supposedly they use the NAVAC tool. I don't think maybe they just sat it on there right or something. Maybe it was kind of cocked up a little bit. But yep. Nonetheless, looks a little beat up, so we'll cut it here. We'll go old school with it. I'm gonna sand this first. Got a little cold right now. Oh yeah, it looks a little wavy there, uneven. It's a little uneven. It's really hard to see on the camera, but it's uneven on a little spot. Make sure we're good. All right. Would help if I put that up right side up. So you want that to be just barely flush. Add just a little bit of vacuum pump oil. And you're going to want to use your torque wrench. Beep, 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 beep. And then we can go back and we can pressure test it, but no, I will get a torque wrench on it probably. Just don't got it with me right now. Should hold. We'll come back and double test it. $370, that should be enough for me to go take a gander. Got no bubbles. All right, we'll put it on a pressure test here. I just started it. It's about 11:56, New Year. We'll hold it for about, 10-20 minutes. Kind of an emergency repair here. Just had to get it up and running. I don't have a torque wrench on me, but ideally you do want to torque these things down to the right spec. Anytime you're using a flare fitting, it's got to be torqued down. But in the event that you don't have a torque kit, just make sure you don't over tighten it and you pressurize the heck out of it. Make sure it's not leaking. Put that oil on there, that helps out as well. Look what we have. Let's go torque it. All right, we're gonna torque this down. You've got our Black Max. Whatever your manufacturer states, you have to torque it down at. This is a Mitsubishi get a little bit better of a shot here. I'm confident with that 1 hour pressure test. The flare's fixed, got it torqued down. We're gonna have a little bit of nitrogen equalization. We're also gonna have a little bit of the nitrogen in the 410 kind of reacting and bubbling off a little bit in there probably. But other than that, I'm pretty confident in this repair. So let's get it under vacuum and get the refrigerant put in. They've already put the trim charge, so we just got to get it under vacuum, add it under vacuum, fire it up. Let the rest of this pressure out. Put some stuff away, get it on vacuum. I gotta leave the core in, but we'll try and go a little faster with this 3/8. Not enough room to remove the core and do all that fancy stuff. So we'll just throw it on an old school vacuum here. We are set up, just got to get the Widowmaker, which it's over there. All right, Widowmaker's on. Ballast is open. Gonna let a little bit of air in like I always do first. Keep the pump clean. And with that, the flare is repaired. Got this insulation redone. A little bit of tape right there to protect that cut. Sometimes I like to put reflare 125 in case I come back or whoever else comes back, but yep. Everything's open. We're under 500. Go ahead and close it down. Right at about 5 pounds. we need about 512. This is where I speed up the video a little bit. Okay, 512. RSH right there. Let's fire it up. And we are running. Repairs all done, guys, in this Mitsubishi unit. We're going to go ahead and run a temperature split. We don't need to check the pressures because we're already at factory. And we don't need any additional line set length because we're less than the required amount. So I'm going to get some temp splits, show you guys that, but other than that, thanks for watching another one. It's getting there. I'm gonna call it good there, guys. Thanks for hanging out today.